Alright, so Scotland have just released their team for their upcoming Six Nations match against Ireland. This is going to be an absolutely huge game. Before we get into it, guys, if you are wondering where I am, where this guy is, I'm actually on a ski holiday right now, so please forgive the whole ski setup I've got going on here. I'm trying my best to get these videos out, but we're going to be reacting to this team together. Let's go right through it. Number 1, they've gone for Piers Skuman. Number 2, George Turner. Number 3, Xander Fagerson. Number 4, Max Williamson. Number 5, Grant Gilchrist. Number 6, Matt Fagerson. Number 7, Rory Dodge. Number 8, Jack Dempsey. So a very strong forward pack. We knew some of those changes were going to happen, but I'll react to it more at the end of the whole team list. Number 9, Ben White. Number 10, Finn Russell. Number 11, Kyle Steyn. Good to see him there. Number 12, Sione Tuipulotu. Number 13, Hugh Jones. Number 14, Darcy Graham. And number 15, Blake Kinghorn. So it's the exact same backline from last week that beat France, so it's a really strong backline. Moving on to the bench, they've gone for Ewan Ashman, Rory Sutherland, Darcy Ray, Alex Craig at number 19, Magnus Bradbury at number 20, George Horn at number 21, Kyle Rowe at number 22, and Tom Jordan at number 23. So a very strong team selected by Scotland. A 5-3 split, not a 6-2 split. A few changes in the forward pack. I mean, Max Williamson and Grant Gilchrist coming in for the injured Scott Cummings, as well as Gregor Brown. But it's good to see that loose trio of Matt Fagerson, Rory Dodge, and Jack Dempsey back together again. The backline being the same is maybe a worrying side for Ireland. I know the backline battle is going to be very tough, as well as the forward battle. I will be doing a preview, kind of going over where I think each team can get the better of the other team, what kind of style I think they're going to play, my predictions for the game, and also if I were to put two team lists together, what would my combined team be? That's going to be coming out in the preview tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one, please. But I mean, a very strong forward pack from Scotland. I would have thought having Scott Cummings out and Gregor Brown out, it would seem a bit more inexperienced, but it's not inexperienced at all. I mean, Skuman, Turner, Fagerson, Max Williamson's a very experienced guy as well. Grant Gilchrist has played a lot of rugby for Scotland before. Matt Fagerson's been one of the best players for Scotland in the Six Nations. He's been absolutely awesome in the number 6 jersey. Rory Dodge in number 7. He's gonna really try to slow that Irish ball down. I know if Jameson Gibson Park gets that quick ball, if Ireland gets that quick ball, they become very dangerous. They become almost unstoppable at times. So I think Rory Dodge has a big task in his hands to really try to stop and slow down that Irish ball as much as he can. Same for Max Williamson and Grant Gilchrist. Scott Cummings and Gregor Brown did it very well last week, being pests at ruck time, slowing down the opposition ball, being very brutal and aggressive on the attacking ball as well, to give a guy like Ben White the best possible ball there, the best possible kind of opportunity that he can get the ball out as quick as possible. Because when Ben White does get good ball, clean ball, good ball at ruck time, he gets the most crisp service out, and it really helps the likes of a Finn Russell and a Sione Tuipulotu outside of him. So that's going to be a very big factor in this game as well. How quick can Scotland get that ball out? How dominant can they be at ruck time? How well can the forward pack play? I think honestly the backline battle, Scotland probably right now, if you were to look at it, probably has a better backline than Ireland. But in the forward pack, I think Ireland might just get their edge over Scotland, but it's going to be very close. I mean, if guys like a Piers Skuman or a Xander Fagerson play their best games possible and get that same scrum dominance they got against France, then honestly, Scotland could be the favourites to win this game. But that's why I'm so excited for this game. Nobody knows what's going to happen. It's the final week of the Six Nations. Scotland can win the Six Nations. Ireland can win the Six Nations. France can win the Six Nations. It's going to be so close. And it's just so good to see a Scotland team right now in a position where they can win the Six Nations, where they tied for the lead going into the final week. I mean, before the Six Nations, you thought, okay, well, at least top 3, and otherwise it would be very disappointing. But now, especially after the first week when they lost to Italy, it was Townsend out. But now it's a completely different picture for Scotland rugby. They're looking in a much better spot right now. Just looking at the bench, you have guys like Ewan Ashman, which have a lot of caps. Rory Sutherland has played British and Irish Lions before. Darcy Ray had a phenomenal game against France last week, so he knows, he's been there before, he knows how to play at that level. These are really good guys to bring on. This Alex Craig is maybe a guy that's a bit more inexperienced, but it might be good to get him some game time. Maybe he can add a bit of value as well. Magnus Bradbury, he's been absolutely awesome for Edinburgh, so it's good to see him get some game time as well. He's a guy that I think can come into this team right now and just from the get-go play some good rugby, get some game time, and they'll probably trust him as well to get some game time. So it's good to see him in the team. Then if you're thinking of the 5-3 split, the 3 backs on the bench, George Horn will come on. He'll maybe score a few tries quickly. He's a game changer in this team. Maybe it might be George Horn versus Nathan Doak or Craig Casey, but I do think George Horn will probably get the better of his opposition number. He's a really good bench scrum off and probably one of the best bench scrum offs in international rugby right now. Then you have a guy like Kyle Rowe on the bench. I've seen a lot of Scotland fans in the comments really wanting to see Kyle Rowe get an opportunity, so they're going to be very happy to see that. He also can be a game changer in his own right. I mean, a lot of these guys on the bench can add a lot of value, where in previous seasons, previous years, you would have thought Scotland that maybe just stick with their starting 15, bring on some guys if they could. If there wasn't injuries, they wouldn't come on. But now I see guys like Ashman, Sutherland, Darcy Ray, George Horn, Magnus Bradbury, even Kyle Rowe, Tom Jordan. These guys can come onto the field and make a big impact. So also Tom Jordan last week, he came on, he scored a very good try. He ran a really aggressive, very hard line, and it worked out really well for them. So Tom Jordan's been good off the bench. Kyle Rowe is a very good player that can play well off the bench. George Horn is a proven, very good veteran off the bench for this team. And I really do like the look of this bench. It might not be as experienced as some people want it, but right now that's a very exciting bench. Just looking at the players, they can come on, they can make a big impact. But overall, a very strong starting lineup for Scotland, a very strong team. It's going to be interesting. I will be reacting to the Ireland team as well, and then tomorrow I'll be doing a preview. I hope you guys can hear me. There is snow falling and snow melting, but I'm trying my best to speak above it. But I mean, the Scotland forward pack looks very strong. It looks like it's settled. Max Williamson and Grant Gilchrist are two players that will come in and feel comfortable still. They'll be able to make a big impact. So, yes, losing Scott Cummings and Gregor Brown are two big players, but I also expect guys like Max Williamson and Grant Gilchrist to come in and make a really big impact from the get-go. But, I mean, guys that I think probably have a really big amount of pressure on their shoulders this week: Piers Kuman, Xander Ferguson at scrum time, George Turner for the set piece, Matt Ferguson and Jack Dempsey to really keep that physical go-forward ball for Scotland that they had last week. If they can have another performance like that, they might get another win as well. Rory Dodge, can he slow the ball down at the breakdown? They're looking at the back line. Ben White showed what he can do last week. He was phenomenal. He had crisp service. He got quick ball. He was really good around the fringes as well. Finn Russell will always have a good game, so I'm pretty sure he will again. The centre, Sione Tuipulotu and Hugh Jones up against probably McCloskey and Ringrose, so that's going to be a very tough battle. Then looking at the wings, Kyle Steyn and Darcy Graham. That's going to be a very exciting battle. And then probably Jamie Osborne versus Blair Kinghorn. So, I mean, the backline battle is going to be very tight, with I think Scotland maybe having a stronger backline. And the forward pack also is going to be a really bruising physical battle, with possibly Scotland maybe being second best there. And looking at the bench, I do like the bench from Scotland, but Ireland can also put out a really strong bench right now. So I think it's going to be a very interesting game. Both teams will probably be very evenly matched, which is why I'm so excited for this game. The last game of the Six Nations, Scotland versus Ireland, of all teams, playing for a win, playing for a possibility of a win. It's going to be absolutely awesome. The Scotland teams come out, it looks strong, they look ready to go. Can they get two on the bounce now? It's going to be very interesting. But stay tuned for the other videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.